Bitcoin teasing a breakout, Ethereum starting to steal the show, and the total crypto market's about to go nuclear. Stick around because I'm breaking down why the global money supply that we've been talking about is going to send Bitcoin and Ethereum to the moon. Let's dive in. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you're ready to dive into today's market analysis, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe, and don't forget to come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day, 24 hours a day. All right, Crypto Crew, let's get technicals and unpack what's driving Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the total market today. Buckle up because the charts are screaming opportunity. First thing up is we're going to talk about M2. You know, the total cash and bank deposits worldwide is going parabolic. Forget about the U.S. Fed. We don't need them. They don't need to cut rates. The money is out there. It's ready to explode. Liquidity is flooding into the system. History shows that this is rocket fuel for crypto. The last time M2 spiked like this in 2021, Bitcoin exploded upwards, surging over 100% in months. We're seeing the same setup now, and it's no coincidence Bitcoin and Ethereum are heating up. Now, I want to go over to something. I want to check out Bitcoin versus Ethereum, all right? And I want you to look at this. We have this on our X. There's a realignment happening. Bitcoin's hitting resistance around 106. Yes, it's struggling to break through that wall. Meanwhile, Ethereum is tapping into demand zones down in here, and it's starting to show huge strength. Now, why is it? Hedge funds are starting to accumulate Ethereum, and the data backs it up. Whales wallets are stacking. But here's the deal. Once Bitcoin smashes through 106, it's game on to the all-time high of 109,588. Now, we expect a quick consolidation. If I look at the charts, I'm going to go over to the daily charts because I want to give you some points here too. We expect that if we can break up through this 106, 107, 1, okay, we're going to get a slight consolidation back down to perhaps even that critical price that we've been talking about, that 102,500, before the market gains enough steam to basically to get through that 110, it start on its journey to at least, I think the first stop is around 118,000, right close to the 120, with another pullback. Now, this is all, of course, conjecture on my part, but it's just using my 30 years of technical analysis and knowing markets, that this is the type of stuff that the markets do. So you figure a rally to like 118, and then let's put it out. Let's get the brush going. All right, like we get a rally once we hit up into this 109 level, we expect a pull back down to potentially even like the 102.5, and then finally the break upward to like 118, where we would hit resistance, come back down, and guess what? Use about that 110 as a support to finally carry us up forward, breaking through barriers, going up to all-time new highs. All right, that's what I got going. That's for the short term. Now, also for short-term trading points, for you guys that are trading short-term, I'm thinking that the support right now, the main support right now, lies right around 99,000. That is a critical price, aside from the 102, like 500 level that we've been talking about. Now, a breakout would occur if we get above that 106, and we're going to try to attack that, that ultimate high that we have at 109,588. So there's some consolidation going on. The marketplace is in a little bit of a flux as usual, which is great because there's opportunity everywhere. And as I told you, but if we're looking at the Bitcoin, Ethereum, what is going on is now there's a realignment with hedge funds. So they're not so much, kind of pretty well positioned at Bitcoin, but they're trying to scoop up that Ethereum. So that Ethereum is really ready, set to break that 3,000 mark, to get up to that 4,000, to potentially rally up to the 10,000 level. So let's go on to The Bitcoin, we got a Bitcoin daily chart. Hang on here. We got a golden cross forming. Um, Now, it's a baby golden cross. It's a baby golden cross because it's the 50 crossing the 100. But uh, golden cross is when the 50-day move is either over the 100 or the 200. Now, the 200 is the big boy. So the 100 is like the first, you know, inkling that this thing is a super bullish signal. So the last time this happened, Bitcoin pumped 62%, okay, in weeks. This time, new highs aren't a question. They're a warning of what's coming. So we're talking about that 118, 120,000 level by at least Q3. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit and let's look at Bitcoin versus gold. All right, now, if you're looking for confluence, which we always do as traders, there's a main confluence between Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin is tracking gold right now like a shadow. Okay, Bitcoin's riding the wave, and if you're betting on hard assets, Bitcoin's the digital gold. Okay, so Bitcoin is really set to fly. Of course, we're going to get a little bumps here and there, but don't get shaken out. Don't get shaken out. Even for you young, like small time traders, if you put 700, 800 bucks in it and it drops a little bit, don't panic. Of course, unless it's the rent money, then you shouldn't even be trading at all. But let's go over to Ethereum on the weekly. All right, now, here we go. We showed you this on Bitcoin, all right? And now it's forming on the Wyckoff weekly. Okay, the weekly Ethereum is forming a Wyckoff setup. It's a textbook Wyckoff accumulation setup. For those unfamiliar with the Wyckoff pattern, it's where the smart money accumulates an asset before a big markup, before we can get to right over here, the sign of strength. We're going to cross the creek. The only thing that's really stopping us right now is we're waiting for liquidity to really come into this market. So what I mean by liquidity, we're looking for the hedge funds to come in and start increasing volume really massively. So once Ethereum is, it's right now in kind of the testing support phase in the beginning of crossing the creek, that's Wyckoff lingo for breaking out. So all we need is a spark of major volume, and that's going to come from the hedge funds. And now they're starting to accumulate. You if you are a hedge fund manager, you never want to show your cards fully right away. You just can't go into the marketplace and buy tremendous amounts of coin. Why? Because you're going to defeat yourself. Because as you buy those tremendous amounts of coin, everybody else is going to, hit the the fear of missing out. And what are they going to do? They're going to drive the price further away for you. So what you have to do as a hedge fund is you got to slowly accumulate. Matter of fact, you even try to sell, knock the price down a little bit so that you could shake the weak hands out to accumulate more coin at, a better price for yourself. So you just can't go in and just buy a tremendous amount because you're going to defeat your own purpose. So just watch for a spark of volume, just a spark. Okay, then you could see that Ethereum can rocket past 3,000 and then start towards that 4,000. So, the Petra upgrade is also fueling this, but really it's the hedge funds that are going to do it for us, and we got to watch, that volume. All right, so let's go over to the total crypto market cap here. All right. Okay, the market cap just hit 3.39 trillion. It's up 2.28% in the last 24 hours. The last 24 hours. On the weekly, we got a triple bottom pattern, which is super bullish. Okay? This triple bottom right here is super bullish. This marketplace is really ready to explode. Now, the setup itself signals reversal with altcoins firing up. So we are primed for an explosion in this market. So if I go over to the dailies, okay, just going over to the dailies for more confluence, okay, We've got the big boy golden cross here. We got the 50 crossing the 200. Big boy, this is screaming altcoin season. So altcoins like Ethereum, Solana, XRP, they're starting to outpace Bitcoin, and the cross confirmation, the golden cross confirms the momentum. If you're not positioned now, crew, in my opinion, now is the time. All right. So before we wrap up, Crypto Crew, you got to make sure that you know about our crypto trading community. Click on the link here. You get taken over to this site right there. It's a totally free to join. We're going to be dropping insane alpha and trading opportunities daily, from breakout setups to long-term gems. We got you covered. You want to follow our trades with a solid broker? Check out our broker here in the link below. It'll take you over to our broker right there, which is Weeks. And we have a position open right now. We are actually long the coin. So, you could follow us, but this broker's low fees, fast execution, perfect for our strategies. Join the crew, level up your trading, and let's stack the stories and the profits together. So that's a wrap, crew. Bitcoin's iron, 118,000. Like I said on the daily chart over here, we're expecting a little bit of consolidation in this area right now, which is fine by us. And pay attention to that Ethereum, because Ethereum's you're starting to load and get ready to go. We got the Wyckoff set up there. Please drop a comment. Tell us what you think. Tell me what you think of my analysis. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Make sure that you follow us over here on X. And remember, always, always do your own research. These are just my personal opinions of things. Trade with your head, not over it. And as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.